Hi, I'm Pierre Wichek from Microsoft. We present here the eBrain project, which is a collaboration between Microsoft Research and INRIA, an academic institution in France, which is the Institute for Computer Science in France. This project is run in the context of a joint center between Microsoft and the INRIA, which covers a broad scope of research from theoretical computer science to computational sciences. And eBrain, the eBrain project aim relates to discovery of fundamental aspects of the neurosciences and neuroimaging. And I will leave to Radu Tudoran, PhD student in our lab, to describe in more details the project.
Hello, my name is Radu Tudoran. I'm a PhD student, and I will give some more details about the eBrain project. The aim of the project is to join genetic and neuroimaging analysis into into the same application in order to create a link, as you can see here, between brain and genes. Such an analysis would help us to better understand the variability that exists between individuals, how the brain is related to the genes or the genes to the brain, and as another consequence, it will help us to early detect and also to prevent some brain diseases with genetic origins like dementia, Huntington's or autism. To give you some more details, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to find associations between each locations in the brain, which are called voxels, 3D pixels on one hand, and between genes. In order to do this, we have to test the associations to test if there is a significant link between each location and each gene. So that this implies a huge amount of computation, and in addition to control the statistics that we do, we also need to do a lot of permutation, which increases the data. So because of this, the data is both challenging from computation and data perspective. So it's something that fits in the term of big data. If you want to see in more details the challenges, it implies going up to petabytes of data, and the number of associations, well, if it is to estimate on how much time it would take on a single machine, it would require several years of computation. But of course, if we go on the cloud and do this in parallel, this is an estimation on 350 cores, which would decrease to several days, but we can actually go to 1,000 or even more, which would decrease to 1 day the computation. As a result, you would get something like this, an image with some highlights in which you see the positions in the brain that were found to be significantly related with some gene. So in order to be able to put in practice this challenging application, we had to construct the necessary infrastructure in order to be able to execute the amount of jobs, the large number of jobs that we have, and also to do the data management. For this, we constructed a MapReduce system, which we call Thomas MapReduce, and the storage system, Thomas Blobs, in which we collocate the computation with the data, and by this we are able to, on one hand, execute this challenging application and actually to execute it in quite an efficient time over other possibilities. You can find related publications for this.